What's up, gamers and collectors? DGC back with another pickups video. Alright, so not a ton of stuff. We'll go over this in a second. I've been getting a decent amount of subs for my channel here lately, so I wanted to welcome everybody. I go by Alex or DGC or DatGameCollector, one of the three. So welcome to the channel. Very happy to have you here. I focus primarily on Xbox, Wii U. I'm mainly a Nintendo guy, although I really love the original Xbox. I'm really getting into JRPGs here lately. I'm really into shoot 'em ups. Big fan of Halo. Big fan of Gears, not the newer ones. Metroid and Donkey Kong, probably my favorite two series of all time. Any iterations of those games, just love them. They're just my cup of tea. They just really get me going. What else? That's a little short summary of what the channel's about. I have a full Wii U set, if you didn't know that, if you're a new subscriber. So definitely a lot of Wii U stuff planned for the channel. If it comes out in the foreseeable future, it would be a great thing, but life gets in the way when you have a full-time job. So here lately I've been doing a lot of pickups videos. I really do appreciate everyone sticking with me and waiting until I can get things situated and back to the way that they were, where I was, pumping out decent videos every, half a week or every 2 weeks, something like that. Now it's basically just pickups videos once a month. However, as of recording this, tomorrow's Wednesday, and then Thursday, so 2 days from now is Thanksgiving. So I have a little bit of time to record some videos. So hopefully, I made a list. I have about 10 videos unrelated to the Xbox exclusive list, and then I'm going to try my best to record as many of the Xbox exclusive list videos as I can. I'd like to get them all done before the weekend, just the me portion of the videos, and then hopefully get those out pretty quickly, because I know everybody seems to really want those original Xbox videos. That's, I guess, where a lot of my subscribers really like the original Xbox, and Wii U content, I believe, is my two main things, which I'm totally cool with that because I know so much about both those systems. Original Xbox, I would say total, I probably have about 400-ish games, maybe 450, somewhere in that ballpark. I own all the exclusives, obviously, and then I also have the vast majority of the good third-party games. Definitely, one day I believe that's the 6th generation console that I would like to get a full set for, other than the Dreamcast, which I'm also going for a full set for, which I am over the halfway mark for the North American Dreamcast Collection CIB. However, the Dreamcast is a 6th generation console, but it isn't in the sense that it pretty much has its own library, whereas Dreamcast or Xbox, PS2, and GameCube have, I would say, a third of their libraries on each of those consoles is exactly the same, but the Xbox being the best version to play it on, then the GameCube, then the crappy PS2. Not a big fan of the PS2 or PS1, just saying. I do have them and do like them, but alright, so let's get into these pickups here. First off, I did a small video on GBA pickups that I got a week or two prior to this. I paid $150 for this lot. I got a GBA Glacier original. I guess you just call that the original GBA or the fat GBA. I don't know what people call that. The wide one. I got that, and then I got a bunch of games. You're going to have to check out that last video. It is a short video, though. There's no rambling. It's just me getting straight to the point in that video, surprisingly. So I ended up I did 3 stacks of games. There was the games I was keeping, the games were fake and that I was going to get rid of, and then I forget what the other stack was, or duplicate games. So I ended up getting rid of those too. But so I got rid of all the fake Pokemon games and all the duplicate games. Took it to GameStop. A lot of you guys said, just take it to GameStop, fuck them. And so I did. I feel kind of bad about it because I knew damn well all 5 of those Pokemon games were fucking fake. But with that being said, it was Pokemon Emerald. Take a guess how much that was worth. $27.50 for one game, and it was fake. I mean, that's insane. And then the Fire Red and the Leaf Green, they were $13.50 a piece, and then was it Sapphire and Ruby? They were $5.50 a piece. So all in all, right there, that's decent chunk of change, and then all the duplicate games that I had already owned, I traded all that in. So I ended up getting $107 for, you know, I mentioned it in the last video, go check it out, of all those games that I traded in. It was like maybe 12 GBA games. I got $107, and what I did was I bought a couple of these games, and I'll note I used that as store credit. Then I used the rest of that for Steam code, which I didn't know GameStop can do down to the penny amount on a Steam code or card, and then you can put that into your Steam wallet down to like a random, it could be like $47.32, and you could get that on a Steam card and put it on there, because I knew there was the Thanksgiving sale coming up and then also the Christmas sale. So I have about 10 games on my Steam account that I really want to buy, and they're all like $5, so I waited all year till they were on sale because I knew they would be. Let's jump into these pickups real quick. Alright, we got 3 Amiibos here. These came out pretty recently. This is Crom. He was from Fire Emblem Echo? No, Fates. Was it Fates? Yeah, it was Fates. And then Incineroar. He has the complete opposite pose of the Bowser figure. Everybody was pointing that out on the internet, so I figured I would mention it. Then we got, I guess this is Richter, yeah, because Simon's the other one. So this is Richter Belmont, I believe. Not a huge Castlevania guy. However, if you go watch that GBA video, I did get all 3, or I think there's only 3 GBA Castlevanias, and I got all 3 of them in that lot, so that was a very good lot. And then that one. I really like this one with the whip and everything. And then Simon and Dark Samus, I have pre-ordered, and they come out, I think, in January. So those are the next Amiibos coming out. Alright, let's jump into Switch titles. This is technically the first Black Friday pickup I got because GameStop started their sale on Sunday, I think. This is Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. I paid $9.99 for this. However, it was one of those gay things where it was an open case, but it was new. Come on, GameStop, that's bullshit. Like, if it's fucking open, it's literally not new if it's out of the saran wrap. It is not new anymore. It's a display item. Nah, fuck you. They did that to my Devil's Third. I was so pissed. Not that I was going to open it anyway, but I was still pissed that I pre-ordered it, and then they opened my one copy that they got. I never let GameStop forget that one. When that happened, I switched over to buying games at Best Buy, and then they did the GCU, and then I haven't, now I'm going back to GameStop because my GCU is over. But got this for $10. It's okay. Now, what do I mean by that? It's a fun game. I definitely recommend it. At a $10 price tag that it was at, apparently these sold out quick because, much like me, everybody wanted this, but they didn't want to spend the $40 on it. It's very fun. I'm not going to lie to you, the first 40 minutes is just a lot of text, and there's no dialogue or speaking with the text. You're just sitting there hitting the X button, which is the top button on the 4 buttons on the Switch, which is really weird to do. It should just be A or B. X is just very strange. So it'd be triangle or Y on the Xbox or PlayStation. Good game. I'm definitely enjoying it. You have to play all the levels, and then you get Bs, and then the Bs are your hit points for the final boss. Cool concept. I don't think that's ever been done before, so cool of rare, whatever. I don't even know what they're called. Platonic. It's cool that they're doing that. It's a different concept, all that good stuff. But the first 40 minutes is just a bunch of talking and a bunch of nonsense. When I'm playing a platformer, give me a little 2 or 3 minute cutscene of why I'm on my platforming adventure, and then let me be on my way. I don't need a full-on story of why I'm jumping around and jumping on people's heads. That's retarded. So I am excited to play that though, because Donkey Kong Country is the first game I ever played and my favorite game of all time. Now we got 2 from Limited Run here. We got Celeste, and again, if you're new to the channel, I really love holographic covers, so this is a nice holographic cover. This has some weight to it. This has a really beefy manual in there. Hopefully you can see that. And then you got the card and whatnot. I pre-ordered this forever ago. That's because it came with what I'm going to show you last, and that was a very limited thing that I really wanted to get. And then this one's called Iconoclasts, I guess. This is kind of I don't actually know what genre I guess it's like a platformer essentially, but it looked cool, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. I've never even heard of this prior to seeing it on their website. Now, 2 games that I was desperately waiting all year for to play. I already beat one of these, and then one of them I kind of don't know if I actually even want to finish it. I got Luigis Mansion. I beat this, very much enjoyed it. However, I would give it a solid 8, 8.5. definitely recommend it. I would say at the $40 price range, you're really going to get your money's worth out of this. However, Nintendo games never go on sale, so pretty much you're going to have to buy it at $60. Fantastic game. I like the Luigi. I like the, you know, you're in a hotel, there's an elevator, and there's like 15 levels, I think, and then 2 basement levels, so 17 levels total. Very cool game, a lot of collectibles, a lot of replay value if you're into going back to getting collectibles. I'm not so much into that, but if you are, there's a ton of that. Each level has jewels and crystals and all sorts of different things you can go get. Really good, and the Luigi stuff was really cool, and it adds a whole new immersive level, because there's a lot of puzzles where you'll have to like really think about it, and you're like, oh, if I use 2 Luigi vacuums at one time, then I can do this thing that I can't do with just 1 vacuum. The puzzles in the game are really well thought out and very good. They really are. I really enjoyed them. Now, between the 17 levels, I would say between all of that, there was probably about 5 or 6 times where I had to YouTube it and figure out how to do the puzzle. There's a desert. Well, there's technically 2. Well, one's more of a beach level, but there's a straight up desert level. You'll totally know which one this is because there's a pyramid as soon as you walk into the level. To get into the pyramid, it's very simple. You'll figure it out very easily, but I didn't think about it, so I had to sit there and watch. I think it was like Austin John Plays or something. His playthroughs are really good. I mean, hence the fact he's got like 2 million subs or whatever. But you know, it just took me forever to figure out, and then it was just to pull a lever that I didn't like think to pull. So I spent like a half an hour skipping through a video trying to find the exact second that, you know, he went. I think it was him. Went into the the pyramid or whatever. So it's a very fun game. There's a lot of, nothing really annoyed me in the game, so that's a very good thing. Like, a lot of times I'll nitpick games, so I mean, honestly, it might even be a 9 out of 10 for me. It's a really good game. Visually, very good looking game. It really is. It's as far as one of the Nintendo Mario-esque games, best looking one so far. Like his denim on his suspenders, very good looking. The mustache looks really nice. The eyes, the texture on the skin, and all that stuff, very nice. The anti-aliasing is really good. Really good game. Definitely recommend it. If you can, I guess, try to get a used copy is what I'm saying. Although GameStop will still charge $55 for it. Now, I'm not the hugest Pokemon fan. I am 30 years old. I was 9 years old, 8 or 9 when that came out in the States. I was the prime demographic for Pokemon. I remember getting all the cards, and my original cards are actually here because I'm getting ready to see if they're worth anything and get them out of here because I'm 30. I'll collect games, but I don't collect Pokemon cards. But yeah, so I was the prime demographic for Pokemon, and I loved it back in the day. I still have my yellow, red, and blue. I will never get rid of those. Those are some of my most prized possessions. I saved up paper route money for that to buy those, and yada yada yada. Or no, blue and yellow I saved up money for. Red was a present. First Game Boy game, actually. Hint at another video, recommended by all my followers on Twitter or whatever. Somebody had recommended to do a Game Boy collection, so I'm going to do all the Game Boys in a collection video. But back to this. So Pokemon Shield, I bought Shield just simply because this Pokemon looks less lame than the Sword one. I just think the Sword one, he's got like the sword in his mouth, it just looks retarded, frankly. But so this, I mean, this one still looks retarded too. Like, what happened to like Zapdos? Like, it was an electric fucking bird, or Articuno, which is a blizzard bird, or Moltres, which was like a fucking fire bird, and then Ho-Oh and Lugia and Mewtwo and like Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. Like, these were just badass Pokemon. This is a wolf with a ponytail and a shield around his face. Maybe I'm just getting old, but it just looks retarded to me. So the story to this is kind of okay, I guess. The beginning, again, just like Luigi's Mansion, it's just a long, drawn-out thing. I just want to get on my adventure, get doing some Pokemon battles in the, you know, the grassy areas and yada yada yada. The game looks okay, but it's look, this is all speculation on my part, but personally, I bet you this was planned for. Okay, here's my guess. This was probably planned for the 3DS. They saw the Wii U was failing, and they ended up just upscaling this to 1080p. That's my true guess, because the game looks like fucking ass. It just does. It looks okay, but I mean, like, this game could run on the 3DS, or at least the new 3DS, guarantee it. albeit at like 320 p. But regardless, it doesn't look good. But you don't play a Pokemon game for the graphics. I get that. You don't play Luigi's Mansion for the graphics. But in my opinion, it doesn't look great. So there was a big uproar that there's only about 400 Pokemon. I don't get the uproar. 400 Pokemon is a fucking ridiculous amount of Pokemon. That's a ridiculous amount. And I could be wrong, but I don't think they said that there was no DLC plan for this. How do you know they're not going to release packs of like 100 Pokemon as $10 DLC? That's some DLC I could actually get behind if they were like, all right, restart your adventure, and now there's 100 new Pokemon throughout the game in the wild for $10, $5, $20. I don't care. I would totally get behind that. If they announce like a Gen 1 pack, they're like, all 151 for $20, you bet your ass I'd restart that game for $20 and play this with all Gen 1 Pokemon in there. Hell yeah. All the Gen 1 Pokemon are badass. Even the lame ones like Diglett and Dugtrio and all that stuff, even those are cool now compared to this thing. Like, it's a cool game. I am going to try to finish it. I'm still playing Dragon Quest XI. I really want to finish that. I believe that's it for Switch stuff. Now here's a good one right here. I never back games on Kickstarter. I think I've done it. I did Slacker Backer with Shenmue 3, which is in here, and I just gave that one away. And then I did this on Kickstarter, and then I also did another one on Kickstarter for my PS4. But this one here, this is Zeno Crisis. And then here's the CD soundtrack. So I did the $120 tier, so I'll also be getting a Dreamcast physical release. I should be getting a Steam key hopefully soon. And then I have a Switch key already, so I have it on my Switch. And then this comes with the soundtrack. Nothing too special in there. The music on this game is fantastic. I actually have not had a chance to play this on my Genesis. Have played it on my Switch though. Alright, so then inside here you got a little thing that's like a little X pin. And then I kind of don't like the artwork on this cover here. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if that. And then inside you've got a sticker sheet, so that's cool. Again, if you're new here, I really love stickers. My dream one day, well, I'm not going to tell it because then some other YouTube channel is going to steal the idea. It's my idea. I've never seen anybody do it, and it would be badass for my channel whenever I get the ability to do that. Zeno Crisis there, then here's one with the chick, and then here's one with the dude, and then here's one with both of them like casually drinking some brewskis. And then, let's see here, I thought there was 2 sheets of stickers, but I guess not. And then a nice decent size manual, and I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, it is Keller. So a nice Keller manual in there and all that stuff. I think I'm definitely going to hook up my Tower of Power this weekend and play some of this. Might invite my buddy over who's really big into Genesis and see what he thinks about this game. I'm very pleased that I backed this. I think to date this is probably one of the nicer Kickstarter campaigns that I've ever had the pleasure. They updated you once a month, very like on time, on schedule. They'd be like, we hit a delay, we're giving you extra content, we're giving you this, we're doing that, we're going to release it on these platforms. Bitmap Bureau is the developer of that. Fantastic. I will always support them. I really wish them all the best of luck with this series, because I hope that they get to make a second one, or maybe eventually work their way up into being like a high-class indie developer and yada yada yada, and making a lot of games. Very great company. So I have a full Wii U set, or do I? Yeah. So about that, I actually was missing 4 titles. Didn't realize it. And then technically I was actually only missing 3. So I was missing Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. This is a sealed copy, however I will be opening that soon. And then ABC's Wipeout, Create, and Crash. Then I was also missing, or so I thought, Sniper Elite V2. I double bought that. Don't need it, so I am already shipping it out to Sega-lacious, aka Virtua Bros. He wanted that. And then also I did Lego Batman 2. Somehow I missed that one. So I actually have that coming in the mail right now. And then now I technically have a full Wii U set. I don't know how those 4 slipped my mind. I guess I forgot there was 2 Transformers and 2 Wipeout games. And then I guess between the like 12 Lego games, I guess I missed Lego Batman 2, which I believe might have been the first Lego game on the Wii U. Now, I already mentioned this earlier. Shenmue 3. I'm not the biggest fan of Shenmue, not hating on it. I played the first one last year on the PS4. Actually really enjoyed it. I kind of regret that I didn't play it way back in the day. You know, you got your Adam Corlix and your Sega on the Virtual Bros channel. He's one of my buddies. And then Tylord Stevenson. They are fanatics about the Shenmue series. And I'm always envious of it because I've always known about Shenmue since I was, you know, I think that came out when I was... That was the launch title or close to launch, I think, on the Dreamcast. Either way, I was like 9 to 11 years old when the first two came out. So I've known about them for basically 20 years. And it took me 20 years to actually sit down, commit to it, and play it. It's a really phenomenal game. It's not for everybody, though. It's really not. And I would almost hate to say it this way, but I would have to say that you almost kind of need to be like a mature gamer to appreciate the story and appreciate the gameplay. And it's just not for everybody. It's really not. And it really doesn't... It like sinks into you after you finish the game, and you really just... If you were to play the Shenmue games, I recommend playing them in the sense that like you're going to commit to it and you're not going to play anything else until you finish the game, and then really reflect on the game when you're done with it. And I did do that. And it was just kind of like a personal choice because it took me 20 years to play it, so I was like, I really want to like sit down and nurture what just happened and revel on the story. But it was a really good story. I need to finish Shenmue 2. I was streaming it the other day privately with Virtual Bros, and he was kind of helping me around. And I really want to finish it. It's just I'm playing all these other things, and it's holiday season, so all the good titles are coming out. But so I got Shenmue 3. I backed this on Slackerbacker, so you get the sweet cover. And then I was really sad to hear this, and some of you might want to know this as a collector. This has 12 gigs on the disc. It's like 12.8, and then you have to day one download the other half of the game. Now it does clearly state 26 on the back of here, which is about the amount that it takes up, but it's through half of a download. So as a collector, this was supposed to be a collectible copy. This was supposed to be the final release of a series that, you know, it's like Half-Life 3, man. Like I would die if we finally got Half-Life 3, you know? Like Half-Life is the shit. And speaking of that, we did get Half-Life Alexa on VR, which I'm kind of tempted to buy a VR just to play that, to show them that I actually really want Half-Life 3. But back to this, it's really disappointing. I got to be honest, it's really disappointing. I think that the way this was funded, awesome. I'm glad that Yu Suzuki got to live this is his baby, dude. This was his dream. He finally got to do what he probably most wanted to do in his life, like truly. And everybody's happy about it and this and that, but as a collector, it upsets me that this is half not on the disc, and then also it upsets me that every single fucking company that sells games had different pre-order bonuses. GameStop, Best Buy, Target, Fangamer, fucking every single store had fucking limited run. Everything had different pre-order bonuses. I'm not even a huge fan of this, but, you know, again, my friend Virtual Bros and Tylord, like, imagine if they, like, as they're dedicated hardcore fans. We have a text group. They are constantly talking about Shenmue in general ever since forever. At least once a day, one of them mentions a Shenmue reference or joke or something. They fucking love Shenmue. And I love them for it because it's funny to watch them go back and forth about it. But imagine if both of them wanted to get all the little pre-order bonuses. Now they're going to have to get them from scalpers off eBay, or they would have had to have pre-ordered all that shit from 10 different stores. That's just retarded, man. It's just, I get why they did it, because they needed to rake in as much money as they can so they can make Shenmue 4, and I hope that happens for all the dedicated fans. But you have to understand that if we keep supporting shit like this as gamers, like, we're already getting to the point where streaming's a thing. These current consoles, you don't even get the full game on the disc anymore. And I hate to say it, I helped support this DLC thing from the beginning. I bought that damn horse armor on Oblivion for $2.99. Alright, now here's another one. Great one. Oh shit, we're already up to 25 minutes. Oh well. That's what you get from a DGC video. But, so, original Xbox fanatic. One game that I've always wanted above anything else, but I could never play it because it was Japan only, because of 9/11. Metal Wolf Chaos. Broken. Metal Wolf Chaos XD. This is the special reserve one. This is a nice, juicy, thick manual in there. A lot of nice pictures and everything. Reversible cover. There's the CD. And then in here, there's a bunch of. Well, I'll take it out. If you're already stuck around for 25 minutes, what's another 10 minutes? Then you get this, which says seal of the President of the United States, and then something in Japanese. That's pretty sweet. It's like a little rubber coaster kind of thing. Here's a, I guess this is like a press briefing kind of thing from the, president or whatever. Now, these are stickers. Oh, that's badass. Oh man, these are fucking sweet. Fuck, I shouldn't have. Okay, those are sweet though. That's the bad guy. That's the vice president, and then this is the actual president. So I've played 2 or 3 of the levels, right? And it's fantastic. It's everything I ever thought it would be. It really is. And I'm so ecstatic that they finally, Devolver Digital, like, you have sold me as a. I'm gonna support you just because you brought this here. This was $35 versus the $200 it is for the Xbox. Then you got to either mod your Xbox or buy a Japanese Xbox just to play it. Forget all that. Got it here. Happy about that. All right, let's see here. We got. All right, we'll do this one next. So when I got Pokemon, that Luigi and Pokemon I did as my last pre-order with GCU, and I had $20 in store coupons or whatever. So I got those games for like $40 a pop. So I guess I really shouldn't complain about them not being the exact games that I wanted them to be. However, DOA was also on sale for $20. This is also not really on the disc, and they took out the booby jiggling, which it's not so much that I needed in there. DOA is my favorite fighting game other than Smash Bros. And Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur. Those are my 4 favorite fighting games. But DOA is probably on the top. I mean, it's definitely on the top. But and Kasumi and Ryu Hayabusa are my 2 mains. So I've loved DOA since I got my Dreamcast. It was one of the first games that I got with it. Or it was one of the first games I got with it. And then DOA 3 on the Xbox original, and then DOA 4 on the Xbox 360. Played the shit out of that game. And then DOA 5, I played a good bit on the PS4. That's actually kind of a rare and pricey game on the PS4, which is all on the disc, FYI. But I really wanted to play this, and I got this for $12.99 new, so I couldn't pass up on that. And it is pretty good, but and it still has kind of booby jiggling. But okay, so I need to clarify because now I sound like a fucking perv, but it's just in the sense that they took it away to pander toward feminism and to get into better graces with the was it MLG or fucking the fighting, community thing or whatever they call it. What is that called? Major League Gaming is MLG. What is the fighting one? FTG or whatever. The fighting community thing, whatever. And they just want to be more respected or whatever. And that's fine. I respect that you want to be more respected in the fighting game community. But for 20 years, you've been known as the booby jiggling game. Like, it's not why I come to your game. I come to your game because it's quick and easy to pick up, but hard to master. Like, I've played DOA with pretty much anybody and everybody. I fucking love Dead or Alive. On the Dreamcast and on the Xbox and then now on the PlayStation. I just love Dead or Alive. I bought a fighting stick just so that I could play Dead or Alive and try to get better at it. But it just upsets me that they have to pander toward different, stuff. But either way. And then another one from Limited Run. I'm trying to go for the full PSVR set. I did, however, miss Polybus from Limited Runs. That kind of sucks, but I guess I'll have to get it from a scalper, unfortunately. But I did get this one. This is Red Matter. They're also doing a Best Buy release of this, which is cool, which now means PlayStation 4's Limited Run games are going to get Best Buy releases, and PSVR games are going to get Best Buy releases. So I'm good with that, but I did grab that one. Now, when I did the GameStop trade-in of the games, I bought these 2 and then used the rest on Steam cash or whatever. So this is a cool RTS game, which I guess you call that quar, infernal machines, and then this one is Killing Floor double feature. Guess what? This is actually complete on the disc. Nice. Both of these installed right off the disc, and then obviously you need the disc to play them, but they're both actually on the disc. No updates. Surprise. This, I think, actually, you know what? This was on the disc as well. This is from I don't know who makes this or really frankly much about it, but I love RTS games. Alright guys, we're almost done here. Now another one here. This is the Ninja Savior Return of the Warrior. Alright guys, sorry. Once it gets to a half an hour, it makes me restart. Alright, so right here, we got 2 more guys, I promise, and we're almost done. This is the Ninja Savior's Return of the Warrior Tuned Collector's Edition. It is open. As you can see, I always try to keep the plastic on if I can. However, this is a bitch to get in and out of here and to open everything up, but unfortunately, you're just going to have to watch an unboxing if you want to see what's in here. This is like the better one, because it comes with 2 CD soundtrack instead of 1. I figured for like 10 bucks more, fuck it, I'll get it. Apparently this is regarded as one of the better SNES games, so I was like, well, I can't really afford the SNES one, so I'll get this. Actually haven't even tried it yet. I did open it, and you can hear the jingling. This comes with fucking, what are they called? Chopsticks. They're like nice, fancy, like aluminum chopsticks. I don't know why, but there's aluminum chopsticks in here. Maybe that's something to do with the game. I don't know. But cool little limited edition here. Definitely happy to have gotten that. Now the last thing here. This is from Limited Run as well. Alex, you hate Limited Run. Yes, I do. However, they released some cool things that I really love to have. So this is the Game Paradise Cruisin Mix Special Limited Edition. So that's the front. Hopefully you can see that. That's the back. Hopefully you can see that. Side is pretty bland. The top just says the title. Same with the bottom. And there is the side. Now, being that this is Japanese, they read books the opposite way of America. So I guess that's why this is opening on what I would, because it opens this ways. So I guess that's why this opens like that. So that goes that ways. And then inside here, very nice packaging. Definitely digging this. And the pink, I thought the pink was kind of weird because, it's not manly or whatever, but it's a nice pink. I like it. Let's see here. Then you got the CD soundtrack. Now this is this 1 CD or 2? This is 2. So this comes with, on disc 1, you've got 34 songs, and then disc 2, you've got 1 through 9. So you got disc 2, you only have 9, which is remixes, which is kind of strange that they would only put 9 on there, but split them up evenly, but whatever. There's that, and then here is disc 2. Let me straighten that out. So really cool looking, and then that's pretty sweet looking. Let's see, so that's the CD soundtrack. Now, for anybody that knows the channel, I did actually have the Play Asia version of this. However, I like to have American versions if I can. Ooh, it's still silky smooth. Alright, so then here's the case. Nice American version. Now, I'm pretty confident this comes with all the DLC on the disc, because there was no downloads when I put it in. So there was some DLC for this over the years. Different ships and stuff got added in. Baltimore Retro Gaming would be a excellent person to ask that, because he is a shoot-'em-up fanatic. And then we get the card, and then the little thing. It's not even a manual, it's just kind of like an insert, but I guess it's better than nothing. Then you have a duplicated Saturn case, which is nice. So I guess that's what it would have looked like if it came out in America. Then you got the spine, and then the back. And then inside, I guess this is it's just a sheet of paper. Okay, I got excited and thought it was a manual. But it does have a bunch of writing. I guess it's like a synopsis of the game. And then this is a DVD of what? I don't know. I guess... frankly, I have no idea what that is. And then, let's see here. Take out some foam pieces. Alright. Then, what is that? A little piece of cardboard. And then you've got, so this is backward, or no, this is normal. Or does it read backwards maybe? No, it reads normal. Okay. That's strange. But I guess let's try to do it this way. So you got like some comics in the back. And then, I guess none of this is in color. Oh yeah, some of it's in color. Okay. Ugh. That makes me feel pervy. I swear it's a good game though. It really is. Like I think it's the first level. You start out and you're going to, you're flying through like an arcade and stuff. It's really cool. Whatever. This is already a long video, so I may as well take these out too. Alright, let's see here. Alright. So these are like, let me put this down so I don't get anything stuck to these. These are like little posters, I guess. You could like frame them and hang them up. I have no idea what any of this says, but it says Jalico. Put that down there without ruining it. This one has like a freaking transformer on it. That looks pretty sweet. And then there's a lot of these. Holy shit, we're going to be here for a little bit. This one kind of reminds me of like a little bit of a Dragon Ball vibe on that. And then what do we got here? I guess this must be like different arcade games that they did back in the day or something. Man, these smell like they just got printed. And then she's got some Chi-Chis on her. Let's see, and then you got some pig guys. Oh man, we are really going to be here for a while. Oh well, y'all committed at this point. That looks cool with the dragon on there. A little mini unboxing at the end. This must have, this has some really hardcore Akira Toriyama vibes with these illustrations. Alright, let's see. Alright, we'll try to run through these real quick. You got that one, then that one. There really is a lot of these. Another one, another one. That one looks cool. Oh shit. There's so many of them. That one looks cool. That's like a, I don't know what that is, but I want to play whatever that shoot 'em up is. Oh, you know what? These are probably all advertisements for different shoot 'em ups that they have or something. If I had to take a guess. But they're all in Japanese, so I don't know what the hell they say. That one. Oh, that looks badass. Like a little metal dragon guy. This sweet looking ninja guy. And then that looks cool. Yeah, so that was all those, and that's pretty much, that is all the pickups, unless I forgot something, which I usually end up forgetting something in every video. But yeah, that's 35 minute pickup video, but that's about par for what typically goes on this channel. Hopefully you enjoyed that and learned some different stuff. Yeah, so after I get done this, I'm going to hopefully record 2 or 3 videos tonight, 2 or 3, maybe 5 tomorrow, and then a few more on Thanksgiving Day. And then stuff my face full of some food. Y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're American, and if you're not, just have a happy Thursday rather. And then hopefully this will be out this weekend. Also, I guess you won't have me say happy Thanksgiving in time, but either way, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it to the end, definitely tell me what your favorite pizza toppings are. As always, peace out for now, guys. Till next time.
Come here, you mother.